Most of what you call laziness is not laziness. It is a war you keep losing to a version of yourself that no longer serves you, and you keep negotiating with the enemy instead of removing him. You know the feeling. The alarm goes off, and a small, tired voice tells you 5 more minutes will not matter. It always matters. That voice is not weak. That voice is trained. Someone built it, one surrender at a time, and that someone was you. You have blamed your job, your sleep, your circumstances, your season of life. None of them built that voice. You did. Every time you let it win a vote it should never have been given. Here is what actually happens across the next 30 days, laid out plainly, no mystery. You will kill 1 bad permission in the first 3 days. Install 1 non-negotiable action by day 7. Go silent about your progress through day 15. Let the compounding start doing the work it always does by day 20. And by day 30, the whole machine will be running without asking you first. 6 phases, 1 direction, no exceptions. Here is the belief you need to kill before anything else works. You believe discipline is a feeling you generate through effort, willpower, hype, a good morning, a good mood. It is not. Discipline that depends on feeling good is not discipline. It is luck wearing a disguise. Machiavelli understood this 500 years before self-help turned it into a poster. He wrote that fortune is the arbiter of half our actions, but the other half remains in our own control. Translate that? Your motivation is fortune. It rises and falls like weather, unpredictable, indifferent to your plans. Your system is control. Weather cannot be commanded. A system can be built once, tested once, and then simply run day after day without asking your permission. This is not a video about hacks. This is not a video about hype. This is not a video about waiting until you feel ready, hoping the right mood arrives before you start. This is about removing the moment of choice entirely, so the undisciplined version of you never gets a vote again. Not tomorrow, not on a hard day, not ever. And there is one move, a single, almost irrational move that the effortlessly disciplined make on day 1, before any habit, before any streak, before any results exist to prove anything to anyone. It looks small. It looks like nothing at all. You are not ready to hear it yet. We will get to it at the end, when you have earned it. Phase 1. The death of the undisciplined self. You cannot build a new structure on top of a collapsing one. Before you add a single habit, you have to bury the version of you who negotiates. Think of the wolf and the sheep. The sheep negotiates with the fence every single day. Should I stay? Should I wander? Is the grass really greener on the other side? The wolf does not negotiate with anything. The wolf simply moves, because indecision has already been engineered out of him by hunger. You are not hungry enough yet. That is the actual problem. Not your schedule, not your motivation. Your hunger. Picture the version of you from 6 months ago. The one who swore this time would be different. Who bought the journal, downloaded the app, watched the videos, and quit by the 2nd week. He did not fail because he lacked information. He failed because he never buried the negotiator inside him first. He tried to build a soldier on top of a recruit's mindset, and the recruit always wins that argument, because the recruit is louder and better rehearsed. For the next 3 days, before you build anything new, you kill one small permission you have been giving yourself. The snooze button, the second scroll through your phone before you rise, the excuse disguised as self-care, the small comfort you have defended for years without ever questioning it. You do not replace it yet. You just remove it. Here's what the undisciplined never see. Removing a bad permission feels like nothing at first, and that is exactly why they never do it. There is no dopamine in subtraction, but subtraction is where the war is actually won, quietly, before anyone is watching. Phase 2, the architecture of the non-negotiable. Now you build, and you build small, because small is what survives contact with a bad day. Pick one action, one that you will perform at the same time every day, regardless of mood, sleep, or weather. Not 5 habits. 1. The wolf does not hunt 5 different animals in one night hoping something works. He commits to one kill, fully, until it is finished, and only then does he rest. Your one action must be small enough that failure feels absurd. 10 push-ups, 1 page, 5 minutes of silence before your phone touches your hand. The size does not matter. The non-negotiability does. Think about the coworker who has a different plan every Monday. A new app, a new schedule, a new system he read about over the weekend. And by Thursday, he is back to exactly where he started. He is not lacking options. He has too many. Every option is another chance to negotiate, another door the tired version of him can slip through. You are closing every door but one. This is not about the push-ups. This is not about the page. This is not about the 5 minutes. This is about proving to the animal part of your brain that when you say you will do something, it happens. Every time, without exception, without appeal, without a vote from the tired version of you who wants one more excuse. But it gets worse. Somewhere around day 7, the old self stages a comeback. He will not scream. He will whisper. He will tell you that you already proved your point, that missing one day will not matter, that you deserve a break you have not earned. This is the exact moment most people quit, not because the habit failed, but because they believed a single missed day was a small thing. It is not small. It is the whole war, disguised as one afternoon. The sheep always finds a reason to stay by the fence one more day. The wolf does not ask the question at all. Phase 3, the discipline of silence. Here is what they never teach you in the productivity videos. Discipline is quiet. The soldier does not announce the mission before he executes it. The recruit does. The recruit needs an audience, needs applause, needs a story to tell before the work is even finished. Because the recruit is still building an identity out of intentions instead of results. Think of the friend who announces a new diet at every dinner in January and quietly abandons it by February, having spent all his commitment on the announcement instead of the meal. Starting now, you stop narrating your discipline to anyone who has not earned the right to hear it. Comment, "I build in silence," if you understand what that costs you. The applause, the encouragement, the easy dopamine of telling people you are changing before you have actually changed. You are trading a small hit of approval now for a life no one can talk you out of later. That is not isolation. That is protection. Read this twice. The people who talk about their goals the most are statistically and repeatedly, the ones least likely to finish them. Because the brain rewards the talking as if it were the doing, and then there is nothing left to motivate the actual work. Silence is not secrecy for its own sake. Silence removes the substitute reward. You are not hiding your discipline because you are ashamed of it. You are hiding it because it is not finished being built. And unfinished things do not survive an audience. Phase 4, the compounding self. Now the math starts working for you instead of against you. This is where Rome is useful to you. Not the Rome of conquest, but the Rome of collapse. Historians have pointed to the same pattern for centuries. An empire does not fall in a single battle. It softens, one comfort at a time, one discipline abandoned at a time, until the collapse looks sudden, but was actually decades in the making. Your undisciplined years did not happen in one day either, and your rebuilding will not either. It compounds, the same direction, just reversed. The soldiers of a declining Rome did not wake up one morning suddenly weak. They stopped training a little less each year, ate a little softer each season, tolerated a little more comfort each generation, until the empire that once conquered the known world could not defend its own borders. Nobody voted for the collapse. Everybody just kept choosing the easier day, one day at a time, until the easier days added up to an empire that no longer had the strength to stand. Picture two versions of you. One improves by a small, almost invisible amount each day. Call it 1%. The other stays exactly where he is, comfortable, unchanged, waiting for a better moment that keeps not arriving. Run that forward across a single month. The first version is no longer recognizable as the same person. The second version is having the exact same argument with himself he was having 30 days ago. The gap between those two men is not talent. It is not luck. It is compounding, applied or ignored. Stay with me, because this is the part where most people, even the ones who made it this far, quietly give up. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a slow fade. Back into the old permissions. The comeback of the old self is never announced with a bang. It arrives disguised as one reasonable exception, and then another, until the exceptions have quietly become the rule again. Phase 5, the mask of ease. Here is the part they never teach you honestly. Effortless discipline is not the absence of effort. It is effort so well practiced it no longer registers as effort. The way a soldier's stance is not hard to him anymore, though it took months of correction to get there. The sculptor does not fight the marble on day 200 the way he fought it on day 1. His hand has learned the material. Your mind is the marble. Every rep, every non-negotiable action, every day you did not negotiate, that is the chisel. And it is already changing the shape of what you find easy. You have seen this in every craft, not just discipline. The pianist's fingers do not fight the keys after 10,000 hours. They simply know where to land. The driver does not consciously calculate the clutch after years behind the wheel. The body has absorbed what the mind used to labor over. Discipline is no different. It is a skill wearing the costume of a personality trait, and skills are built the same way every time. Through repetition, nobody was watching. This is not about tips. This is not about tricks. This is not about a better morning routine you found online. This is about identity replacement. You are not trying to force an undisciplined person to act disciplined for 30 days. You are killing that person and replacing him with someone for whom the disciplined action is simply what he does. The way a fish does not decide to swim. Around day 20, the action that once required force starts to require nothing at all. You do not decide to do it. You simply notice, afterward, that it is already done. This is not magic. This is what a system built on removed decisions is designed to produce. A version of you who no longer needs to be talked into his own standards. Phase 6, the effortless machine. This is the part I promised you at the start. The one move the effortlessly disciplined make on day 1 before any habit exists, before any streak begins. It is not a morning routine. It is not a supplement. It is this. They remove the decision itself. Not the effort, the decision. They do not decide each morning whether to train. They decided once, permanently, and then simply execute what was already decided. The way you do not decide each morning whether to brush your teeth. That single act, deciding once instead of daily, is the entire secret hiding inside every disciplined person you have ever envied. There is no discipline gene. There is only the number of decisions a person has successfully removed from daily negotiation. You have spent years redeciding the same commitment every single morning. And every single morning you gave the old self one more chance to win the vote. That ends on day 1 of this system, not day 30. Day 30 is not when discipline begins. Day 30 is when it stops requiring your permission.
Here is the sovereign waiting for you on the other side of this, and the addict you are leaving behind. The addict deliberates constantly over the same small decisions, exhausts himself in the deliberation, and calls the exhaustion willpower failure, when it was actually a system failure from the start. The sovereign does not deliberate over whether to train or protect his time. He built the environment where the alternative was never on the table. He is calm in rooms where other people are anxious about deadlines they saw coming for months. He watches people negotiate with snooze buttons and excuses the way a sober person watches an argument they no longer have any part in. Most people quit right before this, right before the machine takes over and the effort disappears into the identity. Do not be most people. But there is a price, and Machiavelli never pretended there was not one. The price is isolation from people who are still negotiating with their own mediocrity, because your new standard will make your old comfortable arrangements uncomfortable. The price is silence, for a while, about what you are becoming, because talking about it too early feeds the wrong version of you. The price is that the person you are right now, the one who is still watching this instead of already executing phase 1, has to die today. Not tomorrow, not after one more scroll, today. There is a sharper version of this system, the exact sequencing of decisions, the specific order in which you remove them so the identity shift happens faster than 30 days. And that is a conversation for people who have already proven in the comments that they finished phase 1. This next part is too specific for the public feed. Comment, "I decide once," if you are done renegotiating your own life every single morning. I want to see who is actually serious and who is just going to watch the next video instead. Subscribe if you want the next phase of this system, because that is your initiation.
not your obligation. You do not need more motivation. You needed permission to stop deciding. You just got it.